before it actually started alright. Gambling.
Yeah.
Right. Is it good, is it bad?
Both.
It can be.
If you're up, you're up. If you're down, you're down.
If you're only halfway up,
Then you're down.
then you're down. No, but a house always wins. Whatever happens.
Yeah, but they say that the percentage is only about 1%, isn't it? But that's on blackjack anyway. Ish.
If you're talking blackjack. But
Roulette's dangerous. Roulette is dangerous. Very dangerous. I'll tell you for why. On the screen next to it, they always have the numbers, everything like that. Predicting trends with roulette doesn't work at all.
no, because it's completely.
Every single spin is random. This is what I can't get in my head though. Because how can they say then that it's 33% here, 40% here, 30% here, whatever? Every single spin is perfectly equal every single time. So how can how can you do trends?
I don't know if they do trends from what's come out before.
Yeah, but it's like if 10 red come out, what are you gonna bet on? Black. But black and red still have the perfect chance.
Yeah.
That's why it's dangerous. But
if you have hot numbers and cold numbers,
that don't work.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you've got hot numbers, you've got 5 hot numbers.
Yeah.
Do you bet on them numbers because they've come out, or do you bet on the cold numbers because they haven't come out?
Exactly.
Like for a while, so.
But they act like you should bet on the hot numbers.
Well,
every single time.
yeah. But then trends do work with, like, let's say you bet on 29 black,
Good
and
number.
it comes in.
Good number.
Always back to 29 black.
Then back it again.
Yeah, because it's a hot number.
But
so is it more likely to come out?
if you were going to put on a bet, yeah, for 29 to come in one go, and 29 to come in exactly the same, exactly afterwards, the odds of that would be like so high that you wouldn't take it, wouldn't come through.
Well, yeah.
Because getting 2 in a row, ridiculous. But how many times has that happened?
Yeah, it does happen a lot.
Should we tell them about our experience?
Our experience literally about an hour ago.
Yeah, so we haven't spoken about anything. We usually liaise afterwards and everything. So we both walk in with 40 quid. We always work together. So if one of us is up, both of us is up. If one of us is down, we're both down.
And we split the winnings.
And we split the winnings. More like split the losses at the moment. But we don't. We don't really walk out on a loss unless we've lost everything. But so we walk in with 40 quid each, and we've got this new, what do you call it? New method.
Yeah.
We had a carvery before, and we thought, right, let's have a. Shall we go casino? Let's have a new method. So we thought of a new method. So, do we explain the method?
Yeah. Just briefly.
Do I explain how you play roulette or not?
I think people know how to play roulette.
Okay.
Red, black, high, low.
Red, black, high,
Odd,
low,
even.
odd, even.
Or you got numbers.
There's 37 numbers. 0, 1 to 36. So we said we will bet on a 50-50 one. That's like the red or the black, or the high or the low, or the odd or the even. So what we'd do, we'd bet high or low, let's say. And then, let's say we bet low. The other person would bet 10 chips that were £2
on high
numbers. Because then, in total, you bet £20 on low and £20 on chips. If just the low comes in, you get your money back. If the numbers come in, you profit 30 on it. And you bet 40 each go. So we basically had 2 chances to basically go up.
We had quite a high chance of winning every time.
Yeah.
And we did it the other day, and it worked.
Yeah.
At the end of the night,
there was 7 outs, so there was only 7 numbers we could lose. But out of 37, that ain't. It's not bad for roulette, really.
Well, no, but it also is because we've come out on a loss.
Yeah,
In the end.
I forgot we had to
We
explain.
had to explain we did lose.
So we don't particularly go in with a game plan. We just want to win. But we always say let's try and double our money. So that's 160. If you didn't know what 80 times 2 is. But anyway, we got up to about 130, didn't we? It came in about 3 times, but then we lost.
But we had one more go so we doubled our money.
Yeah.
So we've gone in thinking it's worked 6 times, it can work another time.
Yeah. What all we needed was one more time. We probably would have walked.
Yeah.
Or we step away from the table.
But we did lose.
And then we lost. And then we lost again.
Yeah, at least 3. So then we were down to 30 quid.
And then we got down to, how much was it?
30.
No, it was less than that. We got down
we ended
to...
up with 10, didn't we?
It were 8 chips in total. So we got down to £16. So we went up to about 130 and down to 16 within the space of...
Not even 5 minutes.
Not even that. About 4 spins.
Yeah.
4 spins, we've lost £114. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's vile. So that brings us to gambling in general. Because I wouldn't consider myself an uncontrolled gambler. But I'd say it's quite controlled and quite safe.
I'd say the same thing, but if one of us mentions gambling,
we're straight there.
You said, shall we go to casino?
I did, mate. I just gave you the
There was no way that we were going to get out of
Yeah.
it. No way. As soon as you mention it,
Yeah.
it's done. It's like saying, do you want to go for a pint?
Yeah.
We're going for a pint. There
isn't
isn't a no.
Say no.
The answer just isn't a no. It's not going to happen. That's the same with casino. It's like, are we addicted? You can't say no to something.
Yeah. I'd say addicted, but I wouldn't say uncontrolled. Because the way we bet and gamble. Do you know what I mean? We'll leave this. Goodbye.
But yeah, it's one of them.
It's a hard one.
But the thing is, after that, we then went down to 16 quid and we put on 8 numbers and 2 quid. Yeah, that's right, isn't it?
Yes.
And one of those numbers hit. So we turned £2 into £70 in one spin.
Yeah.
So we're nearly back up. We could have walked then.
We were trying to get back to 80 from what we walked in with.
Yeah. But you should never chase losses. But when you're in that situation, you're like, no, but I can do that.
Yeah.
Because we turned 80 into 130. So why can't we turn 20 into 80?
Quickly laying down the facts. We've walked in with £40 each, £80 altogether.
Yeah.
We've walked out £40 each, down £80 loss altogether.
Yeah. That's what's happened. Within the space of an hour.
Yeah. But that's bad. We just throw away 40 quid. We've basically just walked into a casino and gone, here, mate. It's 40 quid. No, we're going.
That's why it's bad.
That's why it's bad.
But 40 quid isn't
compared to what people go in and bet. Like we've seen people bet thousands on one number. Now,
thousands.
Would you say that's a problem? They've probably got money to be gambling like that.
But the more you gamble,
the more you win.
If that comes in, this isn't a good way to think about it. But if 1,000 comes in, you've got 70k there.
But then you also think, all you have to think is, the more you bet, the more you win, the more you lose.
The more you lose.
It swings in roundabouts.
So do you gamble?
The short answer is no.
I don't think it's a good thing to ever get into.
No, don't get no.
It's never a good thing to get into, but it's one of them where, well, how we got into it, we walked in, we walked in with 20 quid each. You get 10 chips because they're £2 bets on numbers. We won. We turned that one chip, a £2 chip, into 70 quid, and we walked straight.
And at the time, that
I could have cried.
That buzz you get from the happiness.
Quid.
That's what people chase. They don't chase the money at the end of the day. They chase the win.
Yeah,
they chase the win.
The feeling. That's what it is.
Feeling, yeah.
You know, when we walk out, we're not bothered if we walk out with money or not. I think it's the winning.
It's the buzz.
Yeah,
you get. Like when, what was it? I can't think of the time, but it hit a number. We probably got to like the last number we could play before we had no money, and it would have took us up however much. We probably put 40 quid on a number, which would have bought in 80 quid, blah, blah, blah. That come in one time, and I was absolutely buzzing. Yeah. And I think we just kept putting 20s and 20s and winning and winning, and we were like... Yeah. And we were winning and winning. And that's when you're buzzing. Yeah. But then let's say you walk out with profit of 20 quid each. So, walk out of them 120? 120 quid. That's fair enough. 20 quid profit each. We're that buzzed, we just come back the next day.
Or we go back in the same night. Yeah. We wouldn't even leave. We'd go, shall we have another time?
And more than likely, we'd probably not win.
Yeah, we won't come out with money.
And
That's why the house always wins,
because you can either chase a loss, you
Yeah.
can chase a win,
yeah,
or you just break even and you're going again.
yeah,
It-
you're gonna go regardless.
Whatever you do, you're always chasing something. You're always chasing something. And
I don't know how they're open, you know. Think about it. Because what good is there to do with it? Because if you win, you're only going to go back. It's like people that win the lottery. That's a total different thing. But you win the lottery, how many people commit suicide from winning the lottery?
But I don't know.
What actually? It's about 15.
Just 15 people.
Yeah, 15.
No, but the thing is, I don't know what I was going to say. Oh yeah, that was it. How many people do you know?
Not many.
Not many people in general who have been to a casino once in their life, put £1,000 on something, and walked out with 10 grand, and just never went back again.
For a start, I don't think you could put down £1,000
With
to
10
10
but
grand
you know,
on one spin and walk back out.
one spin,
Fair
but
play
in
if you
one sitting at a casino. Basically, you turn £1,000 into 10 grand, walk out, never return to a casino again.
Won't happen.
That's what I'm saying.
Because they probably don't have a grand in the first place.
Alright. Yeah, but Peter, alright, let's just talk about Vegas. We're going high end.
But I'd go.
I'd go.
No matter how much money I lose, I'd still bet.
Mental.
Yeah, but
Absolutely mental.
But
I'd still go,
you
but
could
not
take
with the
40 quid
mentality
to
of
Vegas.
losing. No, but you'd have to take a couple of grand minimum to Vegas. I feel like that's what everyone thinks. You don't get 10p bets in Vegas, surely.
yeah, but I bet you
Or
get
10-cent bets.
£2 and two whatever it is, and 20. I bet you can bet that.
Yeah. Well, you almost have to. You've definitely got tables there that are minimum like £1,000.
100%.
Like,
High roller thing.
do you know, like the
Have you ever watched Drake Bet?
No.
I see it on some lives sometimes, or just like on TikTok. I'm scrolling through TikTok. He's betting enough. He'll only bet on like 4 numbers, but he'll like scatter around. So you know how you can go split bets. So it's still on the 11 and then corner bets. He'll do that on 11 and like 20 or 23 or something like that. He wins millions if it lands. He must bet millions. He's got a lot of money, so it don't matter whether he wins or not. Yeah, but he wins.
He ends up winning
5 mil in one spin.
And how much you'd bet?
What? I don't know, but you can work it out-ish. I'd say probably, I don't know, 200k each time maybe. And it comes out with 5
That's
mil.
what I'm saying, you put money on your win money. But you could have just lost 200k then. But yeah, I get he's probably rich. He can afford to pay.
Would you risk spending £200,000, how many times? 25 times to try and win 5 mil?
Don't know, because I've never
25
even
times.
thought about that much money. Mine's more like, would you bet 10p to win a quid? That's
It's the same. Would you bet 10p 10 times to try and win a quid? In that space, are you going to win a quid? You've got 10 chances, maybe.
You can't really look at that way because it's not really worth it, is it?
But
Well, like, if we're broadening the gambling bracket, let's go on to like football gambling. It's the exact same. The more you put on, the more you win.
Yeah.
The more you put on, the more you lose.
Yeah.
Football gambling for me, I've football bet probably twice a week. Saturdays, probably midweek game.
Yeah.
If there's a juicy one on.
That's the thing. No one bets safe on football.
No.
Who's going to bet on
I
certain
can't remember last time I won a football bet. I only put pounds on it at the time, but that's still.
How much would you say that you bet?
A lot of money.
If you have 2 bets.
2 bets, £5. That's £10 a week.
Yeah.
I mean, £10 gone. And I can't remember last time I won a football bet.
No.
The thing is, I win one of them football bets, still only like 40, 50 quid.
Yeah.
On one of them.
Yeah.
And that's
what are you going to use that money for?
Probably to bet.
Probably to bet.
And yet again, we're at this house always wins.
Yeah.
Like it's the same. The bookies always wins.
How is that legal?
It is mental, and it is very slippery for some people. So
it's so easy to lose money.
Do you know what? I've never seen this happen, but I know it does happen. Is people who like pull out the car keys on like on a table. Do you know, like a poker table?
Yeah.
Shit like that. To play hands. Imagine how, for a start, having that much faith in yourself.
Yeah.
To win a poker hand or to win a hand.
Being that desperate as well. Because that's what it's got to be. You've gone down to the last resort. You've got no more cash. Oh, what do I do? let's bet my house.
But are you betting this comes back to where you're betting your house for the buzz of winning, or are you betting your house because genuinely that's all you've got left and you...
But you've got to that situation from that first buzz.
It's the most vicious
As soon as
circle.
you walk in,
Yeah.
you're only gonna lose. Unless you, like you say, you can go in once,
And never go in
win
again.
big and never go.
Which is the most unlikely
But
thing
who can do
ever.
that? Because if you know you can times 10 your money first go, what's going to make you stop doing it again?
And that's with everything with gambling. Gambling machines in an arcade. I remember going in £5 on the freebie, winning a jackpot, walking out. Yeah, I go to the same machine the next day and just put money back in.
Yeah.
Because you're chasing the win.
Because you think that you can win again.
Especially when I used to have younger. When I was younger, and I used to have my mates behind me. Oh, I could jackpot this free, easy. Yeah, I've done it. Smashing. Yeah, I'll come back tomorrow and do it.
Yeah.
No thought, well, I'm just going to put money straight back in it.
Yeah.
Then you go to another machine, and now you're chasing losses.
Yeah.
You lose in that machine, and then you go to another machine, you lose in that machine.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, you're not actually any better off.
Yeah. But then there's that
Don't
thing
get any
about
cooler either.
if you just stop there, there's then that thing about most big time gamblers or just gamblers quit just before they hit big. Don't know how that works. Have no idea how that works because that means that you have to put on a lot of money. But I've seen that a lot of different places. It says a lot of gamblers quit before they win big.
But how would they know? How would they know that? How would anyone ever know that?
Don't know.
Unless you quit and then come back, but then you don't actually quit.
But you've got to win big at some point.
But then you also have to. Yeah. But
how much do you have to lose before?
Yeah,
then?
exactly. And would it be worth it? Once is bad enough, but no many times.
This is fizz, man. Need a beer, that's what
We
it
have
is.
to go soft drinks next time. But yeah, it's bad. I don't think there's any good in gambling, genuinely.
Other than the buzz and winning money.
Other than the buzz, winning money when you win,
Yeah.
and genuinely spending time with your mates.
Oh, friend!
Yeah, because if you do it like we do it, we do that like we're going to go on a night out. When did we last go on a night out?
God,
Time ago.
It's very, very long.
How much would you spend on a night out on drinks?
You just put it at 100 quid.
When
at least.
you
At least 100
let's say
quid.
100.
Yeah.
How much do you spend when you go to a casino?
40 quid.
40. And
What we do.
you could make money.
Yeah.
You could. You may not. But let's say we.
But you've got that chance
50.
of winning.
Exactly. We'd spend 50 with drinks.
You don't go on a night out. You don't go. Oh, I could win this.
I
money
could
back."
win money.
You can. You just,
You just give it straight out.
Yeah.
You probably end up buying drinks for
Yeah,
people.
yeah,
You know, at least this money, like when we stick it in a pot, we stick it towards something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But then, like you say earlier, we stick it in this pot. Let's say we start off with 40 quid, we get it to 80 quid, we get it to 120. When we next go to the casino, we take out 40 quid. So if we lose that time, we've given them that 40 quid back. Again, we've given them that 40 quid, and it can get
It's a
down to
vicious
nothing.
circle.
Can get
But
down
like, to be
that
fair, last
nothing.
time I've got a pot literally this glass.
That glass.
This glass in there. So that's my pot. Look.
I don't know.
I don't know, maybe not that glass. But I remember that the last time I emptied it, we started with 40. I think I ended up with 100 and just over 100.
We did all right. We did.
But I
alright.
got up to 200. I got up to over 200 in this pot.
I
And
remember.
I got down to 120.
And then we lost like 100 in
probably
one
about
session,
100.
didn't we?
Yeah, I made 80 quid, but I'd also made 100 and
Yeah.
180 quid.
What could you have done with that for 100 quid? I think I was at about 300
I'll
when
tell
we
you-
upped it down.
I'll tell you that story again about. I'd first started on online
Yeah.
roulette.
Yeah.
And
Free
I
bet, wasn't
got the I got the £20 wager thing.
bonus, yeah.
You had to spend your own, deposit your own £20 and spend it before you could spend this bonus 20 quid.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh okay, deposit 20 quid, start using the bonus money. Now you have to spend the whole of 20, which is what I
Yeah.
found out.
Of your money.
Yeah, before you could use the bonus money.
Yeah.
But you couldn't then win money with your money and then withdraw your money and not and play with the
Okay.
bonus money.
Yeah, I
you
get it.
had to have £0
Yeah.
in you.
You had to lose your 20 quid.
Yeah, to be able to spend this 20.
Another 20.
Which I didn't know that until I'd done it. So anyway, I've started betting on the roulette,
Yeah.
and I was there all day, and I made £20 over £340. Somehow, literally,
That's crazy.
not betting,
margins.
not betting on numbers. It was all red and black every single time. So what I did was I had a list of and the different roulette games within the app.
Yeah.
And it used to tell you that the last 10 numbers or
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
And I literally looked at the patterns, and if there was 4 or more of the same,
Yeah.
I would bet the opposite.
Yeah.
And when I tell you that worked every time, all day,
Yeah.
and I, hands down, made it £340. And I was sat in bed, 11 o'clock at night, with my other half, and they said, stop, just go to sleep.
Leave it.
I was like, yeah, will in.
Leave it.
They then went to sleep, and I'm sat here, one more, lose, one more, get me back up, chasing losses, don't know, 11 o'clock at night.
Just keep betting.
Me missus
For
hadn't
what?
even, she hadn't even been asleep 5 minutes. I get down to £8.
So 20 quid
£8.
to 340 to 8.
Because I used the technique which has been working all day of you bet, let's say you bet 20 quid on red or black. That loses. You then double it, 40 quid. And then if that loses, you double it, 80 quid. And more often than not, you'd win within 3. So you'd be back up. You'd be up quite a bit
But then
actually.
there's the times where it hits.
But then the
10
time-
times in a row.
And that happened all day. I mean, how many times do you have to double your bet to make £340
Yeah.
from 20 quid? Yeah.
4.
But then how many times did I have to lose to then get down? Because I had 340, 20 quid lost, 40 quid lost, 80 quid lost, 160 lost. I'm down to,
That's
I
done
can't
it.
work it out.
That's done it. That's about 3.
Down to about,
That's about 320.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I got that down 160. Take 160 from 340. It's probably half, not enough.
But then
It's about
you've
half.
took the 20 and the 8, the 40 and the
Yeah,
8.
so I'm saying then I'm down to like 100 quid.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking, but I was up to 340, so let's
Yeah.
try again.
Yeah.
20 quid, 40 quid, gone. £8.
Yeah.
And
Don't
I
go so quick.
genuinely nearly cried.
What
That was
could
the
you have done-
closest.
What could you have done with that? 340.
I'd already planned everything I was going to do with it.
Little weekend.
I was planned everything. I think it was going to be something to do with my car, to be fair.
Yeah.
But then to get me through it, all I had to think was, I've lost £20. I've lost £300. Never mind, although it was. But to get me through it mentally, because it hurt. It really hurt.
It's not even that much money though.
300 quid these days, now.
But it's
I spent that much on the MOT.
You know what I mean? But you would have been £300 up.
Yeah.
How much could you turn that into? See,
£300, probably £300
Probably
down,
nothing.
to be honest. But that's just how. It took me all day to win it. So
Yeah.
how long it takes you to win to how quickly you can lose
Lose
it,
it.
it's tricky.
Vicious cycle.
It's vicious. It is vicious. It's very vicious. But we got to keep thinking is, in that situation, is it worth it?
Yeah.
Me personally, no, it's not. But why do I keep going back?
Yeah.
I tell you why. Comes back to them 3 things: spending time with my mates. I'm having a good laugh. I'm having a beer. I'm just what I want to do. Whether that's watching football, going to the pub, going to the casino.
Yeah.
I'm having a beer with my mates, and every so often you get a buzz from winning.
Yeah. And you've got the chance of making money.
Yeah. And
you've got the chance of losing money, but like you say, it's
it
like
just
going
comes
out.
back to
If you're not doing it a ridiculous amount, like when we went every single day for a week.
Yeah.
We were on a winning streak, so it don't
we
matter.
were.
But that's still bad. That's how you get bad. But if you do it, I think if you do it how we do it, where you're good for it, you go in with the mindset, I don't mind losing 40 quid because it's like a night out.
That's the way we've always saw it.
Yeah. And it's a bonus if you walk out with more money. Because the odds aren't in your favour. The odds are never in your favour, so...
Well, no, because they obviously make it so that the dealer or the house always has the edge. Always has the edge.
That tiny bit.
Whether that's blackjack, whether that's roulette, because obviously the 0 gives the house the edge.
Yeah.
The blackjack, what gives the edge in the blackjack? Something gives the dealer the edge.
Yeah, but it's like you have to call it as well. So you have to make the judgment. They don't have to make any judgment.
Well, yeah.
So
But it's also, if you, I can't think what it is. In the blackjack, they have an edge somehow in the blackjack.
They can get blackjack.
Yeah.
And then you win. They win. With
If you
like
both get
insurance
it,
and stuff.
it's when you push. If you both get it,
Yeah, but then none of you lose. I
Yeah,
can't remember what it is.
In blackjack, they have the edge.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but they make
But
it so
it is
they
only
have
like
the edge.
1%.
Yeah.
But they have to have the other, otherwise it won't be open.
Well, they're not.
They won't. Yeah, they won't make any money. But it's one of them things.
It is.
It's whether you gamble or not.
But that's gambling, in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Basically, review the facts is, if you don't have to do it, don't do it.
Don't do it. But never have to do it.
No. But if you, I don't know, because I find it fun. I
find it fun.
I do enjoy it.
When we walked out of that casino, I wasn't too bad, but I think you were fuming.
Yeah, I was.
Why were you fuming?
Because we just had
60 quid and it's gone down to nothing.
Yeah.
In one spin.
Yeah.
But
even though we were still down, it doesn't make it any better.
It could have been 95 and we would have walked. We said whatever happens on this spin, I think we were going to walk down 4 quid each if it came in, or 0. And it didn't come in, so we walked out. Or we could have walked out just 10 quid down each. And it's one of them, it plays with your mind. If you're not strong enough or if you don't have a game plan.
It also does build you up mentally. Which you can't really use that.
Yeah.
It's tricky.
Basically, don't gamble unless you're good for it. And if you're good for it, enjoy it.
Yeah, don't be stupid.
Yeah.
And
don't go in with too much.
The thing is, we always went in with 20 quid at the start. We went in with 20 quid. We won. But we always said, don't like, let's not just start getting stupid. And we did. We started making rash decisions and just going, you know, there's one time we was on the machines, you were looking at what was coming through.
Yeah.
And you just went, 20 quid.
I'm sure I won though.
No, but one time you did it, didn't you?
Yeah.
You went, oh shit, lost.
Didn't lose?
Yeah. But then you did it again straight after.
Oh,
yeah.
I remember. Did we go in with about 60?
Yeah.
Went in with 60 each, and we always go on the machine, just get a little bit warm, get a feel for it. We go on the machine. Because it's only like £2.50 bet on the outside when it's usually 20 quid. But where we're sat like here, and the table's just over there.
We can see the numbers that are
coming out.
the
Screen, everything. And it was like red. And I said to Mac, I'm like, come on, it's got to be black at some point, it's got to. It's going to be the next spin. Boom. 20 quid on black, it was red. I then went 20 quid on black again. Boom. Didn't win. Then I think I convinced you to do it.
Yeah, you did.
And
so I thought, it's gas to this time.
It has to.
This was the first time.
It's been like, the whole screen which is like 10 to 12 numbers, all red. All of them. There's only, 18 numbers?
I think that was the last time we did it. The last time we bet on red and black.
Yeah, I don't
because of
black.
Because of that, it's so unpredictable. Even though you think it's predictable when you've got all them numbers coming
even
out.
though you think there's a pattern.
Even chance.
Nothing.
But you always think the odds are stacked against you, which obviously they are, because the house always wins. But
if you chose red, would have been black. 100%. I would bet on that, and I bet you any money I'd win. 100%.
What happened? We always do it when we look at it and we'll go, it'll be black now.
Yeah.
No, always comes out the opposite. Like earlier, did it earlier?
Yeah. It was red.
I went, I'll go red here.
You went, I'll go red here to follow the pattern.
17 black.
Black straight away.
If 17 is black,
red.
I think it is.
It is.
4 red.
4 red.
Red 4.
Red 4.
Red 4. 4 is not red. 4 is black.
It's just one of them.
It's just one of them.
It is red. That's how bad we are at gambling.
It's not red.
Huh?
Red 4.
It is red.
No, it's not.
Well, how did I convince you?
4 is black. You just drop your phone.
Oh, shit.
It's your new phone. Show everyone your new phone. It's power smash.
Fell on the weights.
But yeah, in a nutshell, that is gambling.
That's gambling. Don't do gambling, kids.
Don't do it. I think that's about covered it.
Yeah. Gambling. It's 101. We'll teach you how to gamble next.
Yeah, to our follow-up video, it's how to play roulette.
How to play roulette, how to play blackjack, how to beat the house. You can't. That's the thing. You can't beat the house.
But on a serious note, if you do feel like you need help, we will put a link to helpline.
Yeah.
Gambling helpline, because it is actually a problem in this world.
It's a massive problem.
It is massive.
It's massive.
Because people have lost everything.
Yeah.
People have lost everything, and we go in with the mentality of we can lose this, but and we'd still live because it's 40 quid.
Yeah.
To us, 40 quid is fine.
Yeah. And that's why we split it and everything. But
But to other people, they've lost everything. So if you are going through something bad, then genuinely do get help. if you
and,
can.
and stop. I know that's hard, but
yeah.
get help and stop.
What's it Jeff Stelling says? When the fun stops, stop. Is it Jeff Stelling that says that?
I don't know. I know it's Jeff.
Sky Vegas.
Yeah.
Is it?
I just know it was Jeff.
I think it's him who says it.
Cheers, Jeff.
Cheers, Jeff.
Cheers, Jeff.
When the fun
When the fun
stops,
stops,
stop. No, genuinely though. Thank you. That's it really. Do we have to cheers now? Do we have to cheers? Thank you. Till next time.